Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you the Tarte Bow and Go gift set. This actually comes with a gold bow that you tie up here, but I have two kids that are 2 and 1, and so the bow has gone missing. But it is a super cute set. I hauled this just recently. I'll leave a link to that down below with a few other things I picked up from Sephora. This I actually got off QVC. It was their special value promo. I think it was, I can't remember exactly how much it was. I keep trying to remember. But I do believe it's still available on there. It's just slightly more expensive. It's a great gift set, I think. If you were to give this to somebody that really loves beauty products, they would just absolutely love this. Like, they would love this as a gift. Or if you were just someone who is really into beauty products, again, it's a great gift. If you want to split it up, if you have, like, you know, girls, like teenage girls, I think it would be great. But I'm going to show you guys what's in here. I'm going to swatch some of the colors, and if you have any questions or comments, you can leave those down below for me. So the first little box is sort of the lip product box, and it has a little card in here. It just talks about, like, well, it's just a list of the ingredients for each of the different lip creams. And Tarte has a few different Lip Surgence pencils, or crayons, however you want to call them. They have a few different styles. These ones right here are just the cream Lip Surgence, and I really, really like these. Actually, this is the one that I have on today, so I'm just going to go ahead and swatch these on my arm for you. So first one is Promise, and that's what I have on my lips today. You can see it's just the little twist-up pencil. I really love the look of these, and I love how easy they go on, how opaque they are. They're just a very nice, creamy, buttery, good-feeling lip product. And I like that they are, they're not like, they feel a little bit heavy, but they're not overly heavy. Like, they just feel like they're good, and they're going to stay in place, and they're going to be moisturizing throughout the day. So that was Promise that I just swatched. The next one is Precious, and I really like this one as well. It's kind of a more, like a matte, pinky coral a little bit. Super, super pretty, and I think this goes really well if you're kind of wanting to do more of a pinky nude lip. This is a great one. Now this one has kind of like, it looks like it's going to have a little bit of a frost in it, but when you swatch it on your arm or it's on your lips, it doesn't look like that at all. It just has a nice, like, tiny, tiny little bit of a luster, so it makes your lips look nice and healthy, and they stay moisturized. One of the top ingredients, or I think it is the top ingredient, is castor seed oil, so your lips feel just very, very moisturized. Next one is Thoughtful. I also really, really love this color. This is more of a deeper mauve-y pink, I think. It's kind of in between both of these colors, but it's beautiful, and this is like one of my favorite colors to wear right now. That was super, super cute. It's Thoughtful. And the last one I have is Wonder. Again, it's just a really pretty color, and this one is less copper, I guess, than Thoughtful, the one I just swatched. I think that was what it was called. Yeah, Thoughtful. It's a little bit less like coppery color. I'll show you guys close up so you can see what I mean. But I think these are gorgeous shades, especially for this time of year or any time of year. This would be a great like spring or summer shade. This is a great like winter. Both of these would be great fall or any time of the year you want to wear them. So you've got 4 lip products in the top of there, and the total weight on these, let's see, they are 3 grams. So you've got 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 grams of lip product there. They're pretty big actually, and I'm pretty sure these are going to last you a long, long time. Then the next thing I've got here is sort of the eye products box. I really love the color of this, so I don't know what it is. It's just the gold, and then it's not teal and it's not bright green. I don't know how to describe it. But inside you've got your ingredients list, and then it comes with 2 of the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. Now, I think I looked this up on the Environmental Working Group, and it rated kind of high, but then when I went with the current ingredients off the site and I put those in a custom label, it actually rated low toxin. So that's something you want to keep in mind too when you're looking at products. Make sure that the ingredients are the same. They haven't changed at all. This one right here is just super, I don't know, super easy to work with. It's more of a standard bristle brush, where the Lights Camera Flashes that I've reviewed previously has more of a silicone brush, and they're all pretty much the same, I don't know, the same size. So I do like this. I am going to be doing a uploading my first impressions on it, because I did record that, and I can do a review later possibly. But I do like this. It seems like it would be a great, just like, even a beginner's mascara, because the bristles are all the same length. It's just a great, standard, awesome mascara. I just realized I've got lip product on my hand. Great. Okay, well, let me wipe that off real quick. Alright, that's better. Arms are clean. And I should also mention, too, when you're wearing these, at least these specific Lip Surgence pencils, they do kind of leave, like, they stain your lips a little bit, and like it stained my arm a little bit. I kind of had to work to get it off with the soap, but it's a really good thing. Like, you put it on, if you need to eat or something, you could just kind of blot it off, and there's a little bit of product that sticks around, so it does look like your lips are still tinted, but it's not going to like come off when you're eating that because it kind of like stains your lips. So I actually really like that. And then after you're done eating, you can just put it back on. And if you're wearing these for like a longer amount of time, they're not going to get all, funky like some of my other lipsticks do. So I really like those. All right, back to the eye box. Next thing in here, so I said there was 2 of the mascaras, the Lights Camera Lashes, and then there are also 2 of the Tarte Smolder Eyes Amazonian Clay Waterproof Liners, and these are kind of a more chunky stick liner. They're like a retractable, not retractable, but kind of like a twist up. Same thing as these pencils are, the lip pencils, but these are more like a chunky eyeliner. So they go on super, super creamy. You can do a thick line like I just did, or you can try to do a thinner line, but these are definitely meant to be, like, you put it on fairly thick, and then you take this side right here, which is the sponge, and then you can kind of smoke this out a little bit. So you can kind of blend it, but I do notice that these set super, super quick. So if you're going to smoke them out, then you kind of have to work fast, because otherwise this is like on, like it's on very, very well. And you saw how fast that was. It just super, super fast sets, which is good because it is, totally budge proof, waterproof, but you want to make sure that if you want to work with it, you got to do it pretty fast. So there is the color Fig, which is the one I just put on, and then there's also the color Brown. I'll go ahead and swatch this one too. That way you guys can get kind of a close-up look. So on the top is the Fig, and on the bottom is the Brown. It's kind of a nice chocolate brown. All right, now we're gonna go to the big daddy of this gift set. This is the palette. So this box, this bottom one, is probably the most exciting in my opinion. It's got this little pamphlet. On the back is the ingredients, and then on the front you have a couple little ideas for your eyeshadows. Now I haven't tried these out yet. Usually I just kind of like skip past these. I might go ahead and do like tutorials on their specific recommendations so you guys can just see what they recommend with this. Let me know if you'd like to see like a tutorial on both of these down below. The top one is called One Fine Day, and it's more like a daytime look, obviously, and the bottom one is called Meet Me at Midnight, and it's more of like a smoky eye. So I like the look of these. I mean, they look really cute, and I like that they do give you suggestions, especially if you are new to makeup, then you'd have some help, and they do have the specific colors listed on there, like, for a subtle daytime look, begin by sweeping tickled pink over your lid. So they kind of give you like an easy, like, paint by numbers type thing. So without further ado, here is the palette. Do you see how small this is? Like, here's my pinky finger, and it is like way bigger than this palette. Like, it is so travel friendly and slim. It's big. You've got quite a few shades in here. Go ahead and open it. It does have this little removable sheet, so if you want to see all of the specific color names, you can leave that with it, or you can just toss it. I kind of like for tutorials and stuff to keep this hanging around, plus it keeps everything just kind of, I don't know, more sleek. But inside here you can see there's no mirror, which I'm fine with. I can use a different mirror, and I love just how teeny tiny and little it is not having the mirror. The colors in here range from a lot of like brown tones, there's a lot of mattes, there's also some like shimmery shades. I did use this palette today just to kind of mess around with it. It was my first time actually using the palette because I've been trying to save it, and I've been messing around with some of my mom's other eyeshadows from Tarte. But I do like that it's got quite a few mattes. I see at least, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 8 shades, and there are 4, 8, 16 in the palette. So at least half of them are matte shades, which I love, and I love that they're kind of more jewel tones. I did use this today, and I also used this, and I also used a little bit of this, just kind of smoking out the crease. So I had a good time trying this out. This color right here is a really nice like buttery color. This is what I used all over the lid, and this one is called Ideal Ivory. It's almost white, but it's more like creamy, like white with a slight hint of butter in it is what I would call it. So let's go ahead and do swatches. Now just so you guys can kind of see how the color pay off with these, I'm just going to do standard like a couple times around each, and then I'm going to show you the finger, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch it just on my arm. Now a few of these are kind of like, they're lighter shades, like this top one here, the tickled pink, really blends in with my skin tone, so I'm hoping that you'll be able to pick these up. This next one is called Playful Plum, then Radiant Rosewood, here. Sage Advice is right here, pinky finger. And here's close-ups of those 4, starting with Tickled Pink on the top. It's just super light compared to my skin tone. Then Playful Plum, we have Radiant Rosewood, and on the bottom is Sage Advice. Next row, our first one is called Beaming Bronze. Pointer finger here. I really like this shade. I really like bronze and kind of like gold tone shimmery shades just to kind of complete a look. Next one is called Grateful Gray. It's on my middle finger. Then I have Alluring Almond. This is almost like a taupe color. And then the final one is called Hot Cocoa. There. Here we are with our close-up on top. This one right here is called Beaming Bronze. Next one down, Grateful Gray. Then we have Alluring Almond, and then Hot Cocoa on the bottom. This one swatched super well for me. It just came off really crazy pigmented, and yeah, this one and this one both just seem to be super easy. Some of the matte shades don't come off quite as strong when you're swatching them. I think definitely using a nice brush, like a very dense brush, makes them come off a lot easier, because when I was working with them today, they just came off super easy for me. But my fingers, I don't know, they're not quite as great at picking up the product and then transferring the product. So, okay, next line, we have Ideal Ivory first. This is the one that I think is kind of a nice, more subtle highlight rather than stark white. Then we have got Roasted Chestnut. This one's a more red tone brown with a little bit of shimmer. Then we have Buttercream Frosting. That's a good name. This one here on my ring finger. And then last one is Pumped Up Purple on the pinky finger. On the top, really blending in with my skin tone, is Ideal Ivory. Down here we have got Roasted Chestnut. Next up, which again is really blending in with my skin tone, this is Buttercream Frosting. And then I also have Pumped Up Purple. We got just 4 more to go. These are the bottom ones here, these bottom shades. This one definitely looks kind of more like a salmon pink color, so it's very interesting. So first we've got here is Marvelous Mocha, then Truly Taupe. It's kind of more like a purple tone taupe is what it looks like in the pan. Then we have Peachy Keen. This is the kind of a salmon pinky color right here. Swatched, it doesn't look super salmon. And then the last one is called Blissful Brown. Alright guys, I've almost run out of arm. We've got right here, this was Marvelous Mocha. The next is Truly Taupe. It does not do it justice on my arm here. It's a really pretty shimmery taupe purple shade. Then over here is that Peachy Keen color. And the last but not least is Blissful Brown. This one's swatched super dark on my arm. Alright guys, so those are swatches for all of the colors in the palette. Again, I'm just going to let you guys see kind of the different shades here and a comparison. With my arm. I always do it on kind of a funky place with my arm. I do like the shades that were in this kit. Some of my favorites, I would say, are some of the more brown tones. I don't know, there's quite a few different colors in here though. I like that they did a nice mix. This one isn't super like, I don't know, it's not super pinky, if that makes sense. I mean, there is a really nice pink shade, but there's a lot of other neutral colors too, with kind of a different take on a palette. So this really reminds me of more of like a forest jewel tone neutrals palette. I think it's going to be really pretty. I think you could do it up for a nighttime look, or just kind of be a little more gentle with some of the shades and do a really nice daytime look. If you're looking though for more light shades, I don't necessarily know that this would be the exact palette for you. You know, if you're looking for more like light blues, light pinks, light purples. I mean, there are some of the light shades, but a lot of this palette is brown, so it's pretty brown heavy, and also with the taupes and the more shimmery bronze shades. So, well guys, I have showed you everything in the Tarte Bow and Go kit. And I'm just going to let you know my most favorite, or things I think I'll get the most use out of, and the things that I'm least excited about or that aren't quite as favorite as the others. So I think I'm going to get the most use out of these Tarte Lip Surgeons pencils. I think I'm just going to be using these every single day. I love these. I also have another kit that I bought with the smaller size ones. I just think they're great. They're a great everyday item. I know that I'm going to get a lot of use out of these mascaras. It's always great to have a backup. I do kind of wish that they would have gone with like one mascara, one this, one, you know, so you could try like maybe a couple different mascaras instead of 2 of the same. But I do think it's a good mascara. The eyeshadows, I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of. I'm not exactly sure which combinations and stuff because I haven't played around with the palette enough to really get a handle on that. But if this one works out really well, it's going to be an awesome one for travel. So I know I'll get a lot of use out of it, at least for travel purposes. And then I think probably the thing I'm least excited about that I won't use probably as much as the other would be the Tarte Smolderized eyeliner pencils. I love that they set so well and they're waterproof, but at the same time, I usually go with more of a liquid eyeliner, really thin line when I'm doing it. So I don't know how much I'd be using these, but I do like having them just so that I can have a really great waterproof option. So I'm excited about every single thing in here, but I'll probably use these the least. Probably these will be the most. Obviously, I'm going to be using the, I don't know, it's a great kit. I really do like having all of these things to mess around with. I'm interested to see which of the shadows are going to have the best payoff and which will go the best with my skin tone. As you see, not all of them show up super dark with my particular skin tone, but you know, you never know until you're really using a palette how you feel about individual colors and what you'll gravitate towards. Let me know, guys, if you like this video by giving it a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you'd like to see any more reviews or tutorials or mascara first impressions, lipstick first impressions, new products, whatever you guys want to see, ratings information, let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe if you're not already so you get more of my videos in your inbox, and I'll see you guys for another video. Bye, guys.